in a different location today.
Yeah. We're gonna be bouncing around for a while here.
Yeah.
What's going on, my dude?
Um, let's start.
Where to start? You have a lot of time.
Yeah, it's just so busy right now. And like I was saying, I've learned not to announce plans.
Yeah.
It just, and it, like, it instantly kills whatever I'm doing.
Really?
It just doesn't work out.
Which is okay. So, but there's a theory though. No, I get that. More work in silence, and then you get shit done. And then it's gonna your work's gonna speak for you. But also, like when in the anime world, there's this One Piece. One Piece. This guy, Luffy, is the main character. He is like he goes, "Hi, I'm gonna be the king of fire." That's his thing. Yeah. Every like he's saying, "Hi, I'm gonna be the king of Paris. I'm Luffy. I'm gonna be the king of Paris." Like he's announcing that. That's his whole thing.
And he doesn't?
He's just doing it.
Yeah. It's just the difference between knowing what you're trying to.
Right. Or because I feel like if you're there, it's complicated because that's what everybody says, but at the same time, you're just like if if you actually are about it, then announce it and then follow through.
Yeah, it puts the responsibility on your shoulders to do that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it also makes you have to question, like, oh, wait, do I actually want to do this, or am I just doing this for the attention?
Right. Yeah.
I've always there's been things I've been like, hey, I'm going to do this, and I do it. There's been things I haven't, and it sucks.
Tell me about it.
I just naturally like to work alone anyway.
Yeah.
And to like, but at the same time, it's hard to build up any sort of awareness of like, hey, this is what I'm doing. You should take interest. So it's a fine line. I need a.
It's really fun. Like, you need a policy
to announce shit without me.
just sitting in the back like, okay, so he's doing that now. But yeah, no, dude, I don't know. Like I said, it's like I'm repeating myself, but here it really does feel like it, you know. It's just kind of like, yo, this is what I'm about. You do it, you know. Just push through it, I guess. But then again, I don't know if it's just me. I'm kind of leaning towards that because I've noticed announcing. Yeah, announcing it like I end up not doing it. Or maybe I'm just that's because I wasn't just about that stuff.
Well, I think it's like like the psychology behind it. Like it's almost like the act of thinking about the food you're going to eat, or buying the food or buying the clothing, whatever it is more pleasurable than the actual experience.
Yeah.
I think it's something like that. Like you get the high off of being like, I'm going to do
I'm
this.
going, yeah.
Not the actual doing. So I want to maintain that while I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm going to take a shit. I'm not about taking a shit. You know, take a shit. Yeah. It's kind of like being also like a serial killer. This is kind of a very sideways thing. It's just like, oh, hey, I'm going to kill you. It's like, what? What? Why are you telling me this? I'm about to stop running. Pull me for more.
Murdering bitches.
Pulling me, murdering hoes. No.
Dude, so I was thinking about something.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So we saved up some movies, hopefully some good ones for this year. Stuff that we moved last year. You know my top.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
That'll be one.
Oh, just wait. What? Oh, Jason. Is that not Jason?
It's Michael.
Michael. They all have the same fucking name. What's the difference between Jason and Michael?
Oh, I don't know. J and S.
No, yeah. No, honestly, I confused them. I do. Like,
a lot of people do.
Yeah, Jason, Mike, and you're gonna end up dead anyway.
Halloween Kills. I was stopped last year.
You did.
Terrible. This is a shitty year all around.
And I think it's so funny, like the whole thing. All right, let's put ourselves in that situation. I guess it's not to talk about movies.
What movie situation?
Yeah, what would we do in that situation?
I know wouldn't do anything because you wouldn't be there because you.
And I'll be like, oh, you have a knife? Okay. Car, vroom, vroom, I'm gone. Like, so, I don't get it. Okay, so someone is fucking chasing. He's chasing. He's not even running. That's the thing. That's his whole. Michael.
He's always still there.
Yeah, he's always still there. Like, I know it's you. Yo, Michael, you're not gonna run? Alright, grab my car. I'm gone. I'm gone. There's just no way I'm gonna be there. Like, I'm
just always sneaks up on it.
Dude, I get to the airport. I don't care how much the ticket is. I'm on that plane, changing states.
Usually, I guess the hook is it's someone you care about is in danger, so you
go to them. Maybe I don't care about them that much. No, I say that, but that's just the complete opposite.
That's the fun of it. That's the fun of it, though. I may or may not have some plans for home.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Some creative work that I'm pretty excited about.
Okay. You're gonna make a.
That's all. After
what?
Once I get some good work done. Like I said, this summer is gonna be busy. A lot of stuff's gonna be happening. I will say this: I'm working on a website.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Process. That's what I gotta get my artwork scanned. So we should probably tell people what else we do.
I don't know shit.
You're local.
What do you what was I about to say? No, but what would you do in that situation? Michael's chasing you.
Well, okay, I gotta.
Like you're you're at the restaurant and then you see him. He just walks in and he's
so do I know he's from Halloween or I don't have that knowledge? Like
okay, let's say it's the last one where she escaped them. I think that was the last one, was it? Yeah, she escaped them and she knew he was coming back, but he came back to get her.
But no, do I know who Michael Myers is? Like Michael Myers came into this world, or I'm a character in that world?
Let's say you're a character in that world.
So I have no idea.
Yeah, but dude, you see a guy wearing a fucking a mask walking around with fucking knife.
Well,
you know shit is gonna be right.
Somebody, if someone gets knifed, I guess it depends on where you're at. Do I have my pistol on me, or am I in the woods? What's going on?
Let's take a picture, a scene from the movie. I barely remember the movie, but let's say I remember it. He chased you the first time. He came out of prison. He escaped somehow, and then he chased a bunch of people, and then he's coming to your house because I think that was the narrative there.
Well, I can tell you
he's coming to your house.
I want to shoot him, but
oh yeah, she's
what's going to happen is what's actually going to happen is I'm going to die. Men don't survive horror. There's a reason it's a final girl and a final boy. Rarely, if you think about it, it's usually men who survive.
But what would you do? He came in,
I just shoot him. I run. I wait. I lure him into a hallway. Shit my pants a couple times. And shoot the shit out of him. I don't know. Because if I see him jack punch me when he gets up, he just keeps getting up. I'm like, well,
I guess you're gonna die.
It's not gonna do much to punch him, I'm sure. So
no.
I'm gonna shoot him, and then I'm just gonna stick and move, shoot and run away to town. I'm gonna find Loomis and be like, hey, you got any ideas?
Hey, police, please. But yeah, no. If he's coming, yo, I think we're moving for the next few months.
I've had dreams about it.
Oh, you had?
Oh yeah. Back in I remember I saw the Rock Zombie, which most people find they hate. His Halloween. I was 13. The first rated R movie I'd ever seen. I remember I went and saw it with my dad, and we were both sitting there. We're just like, and I remember I had nightmares with it that night. But I had a dream once. I was a kid. This wooded area. In that movie, Michael was he was 7 feet tall.
Jeez.
Yeah, that dude is huge. What the hell? A wrestler in real life, Tyler Mane. But yeah, he had his he didn't even have his Michael mask on. He had in that movie he creates mask before that mask, he just paints them. He had one of those on. And he was chasing me, and I was smart. Like I tricked him into going back out to the woods, and I snuck in his cabin and I hid. And I hid in like a corridor area. I'm good. He's not there. All of a sudden, he just steps in front of me, and he stabs me, and I can feel it. Like, I can feel it in my stomach.
Yo.
And I woke up, I was like, oh.
That was your face. Oh.
That was terrifying. I woke up, I was like,
yo, that's hilarious.
Yeah, not in a moment.
Dude, well, I guess that was that. So you have any stupid questions for?
Yeah, I have not one about Have you? What are something? Do you ever have weird dreams?
Yeah.
What's like some of the weirdest?
I'm always my weirdest ones. I'm always flying or someone's kind of. I'm watching people.
Huh.
Yeah, like there's this.
Well, you had your sleep paralysis thing.
Yeah.
So that's definitely the weirdest as far as that kind of stuff goes.
Right, but no, something weird. Like it's like I was in another dimension. So I had this idea, that like for Adeco Studio, but that was way back. Maybe I was still in Ivory Coast, and I was like,
really?
Maybe not. Maybe I was here. When you dream, it's weird. You can't associate sometimes I can barely associate my dreams with a time in my life. Like it seems like I dreamt it, like maybe 25 years ago when I was just born or just yesterday. It's weird. Anyways, so but there's this dream where I don't know, like so it started as some girl just came into my room and she was like, "You've been chosen. Yeah, you've been chosen. We have to go into the other world." I'm like, "Where? Wait, where? What you talking about?" And then she didn't even respond, and then she dragged me.
What was the world?
It's like this dimension where not only we were always flying, there was no ground, and it was in water, but it was kind of a dream dimension, a dream within a dream, inception. Much.
You need to trademark that face.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, it was a dream within a dream, right? But it was kind of like a inception, and then she dragged me, and then we went and saw this big guy, and he was giving me a mission, and then I woke up, I was like, no, I was about to save the whatever this is. Yeah, maybe
I guess that was back when you were at the Ivory Coast because you are in the world.
Right? Yeah. But that was the weirdest one. What you got?
Like, so I don't, unless and I'm doing this more now. It's been really rewarding. Like, if you open yourself up to dreams, like, you tend to remember them more.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
A real relationship with that unconscious part of yourself.
Oh yeah.
And I remember once though, like other than that, I normally don't dream a lot. But it's like sometimes when I do, they're like, oh my god, what the hell is going on in there? Like I've woken up crying, I've woken up laughing,
oh, really?
I've woken up pissed off, about to kill somebody. I've had weird stuff happen. I've done things in my sleep.
What things? Come on, lay it out. Come on.
When I was in a relationship, I'd wake up in the middle of certain acts that I.
Oh, it was like, oh, hey, she's
like,
next
I don't know what's going on, how we got here, but here we are. One of the craziest things is if I could bring the visuals to life, like it'd be amazing. Like I was back in my high school town, riding in a car with a friend, and we rode up this hill. And in real life, there's like kind of a clearing of just grass for an acre or so.
Yeah.
And I remember on the way up the hill, I saw I think like a hand or an arm, like a severed body part, maybe even a head. And we were like, we gotta get the hell out of here. So we go up the hill.
We gotta get the hell out.
I was like, yeah, go up the hill. And we round this corner, and all across the road, there were some houses too. And all across in front of the houses, all across this field were severed body parts. And set up, a bunch of them were set up as altars. So like cut off hands would be like that, with like a head in the middle, and a torso would be like cut up, bloody. And there was like Halloween pumpkins.
Should I be worried?
I don't know. It was all lit up, and it was like super cool to look at. But at the same time, I was like in the dream. You know, like in the dream, like that dream you knows what's going on. It doesn't make sense to you in the real world, but like in the dream world, that makes sense.
Yeah.
In that world, I was like, oh, there's a serial killer who's in town right now, and he's killing everybody. He set up altars.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
and
we looked
kind of
at
like a godly thing.
It was, I don't know, and we like, we were like, I don't know, we were
plot twist. Maybe it was you, the serial.
It may have been, I don't know, but it was just like it was trippy, scary, but kind of cool. Like these, like it looked like Halloween altars. You could make a weird shrine, like Halloween or something like that. It was, yeah. So I woke up, I wrote that down, as detailed as quickly as I could. I was like, what? I don't know. If anyone, if anyone knows what that might mean.
Like, oh no, it's just I just want to kind of excuse people.
Yeah.
It was fast out mine.
Probably the most vivid one I remember.
The vivid one.
I think I may have had a dream about the virus before this.
Oh really? Yeah. Well, talk about that.
I was again in that same town.
At the same town. I think you were the killer. And
there was like a bomb in the center of town. And this was like right before it hit. In the dream, it was like we think the bomb came from China. Like it was like a nuclear bomb.
Oh wow.
And after that, we got out of that part of town. Zombies appeared. So a plague, you know.
Oh.
And so I forgot about that dream. And then this was like 6 or so months after that. I was like, I was reading through my dreams and I read that. And I was like,
oh, I could have predicted that.
Oh, that's weird.
I should have called the pin stick on.
Yeah. So.
Would have been ready. So I have a weird, stupid question. Maybe not so stupid. Does butt hair matter?
Never for what? For keeping me warm? What about when?
So, okay, you're gay or you're, because as being the man, we're the ones seeing the butt hair, right? Or maybe you're the girl and you're trying to, I don't know, give head, and then you're trying to grab the buttocks. And then you're grabbing shit and then there's hair. You're just like, do you play with it or? I told you. Where did it come from? It came from you last time you asked me if
I don't know.
Hello.
I feel like that was a legitimate scientific question.
No, we need those questions. Those are very important questions.
What's the use? There's no use. It shouldn't exist.
It doesn't matter. Do you wax that stuff for it?
I'm talking about for a guy.
Both, like if you're gay and you're getting rammed, or if you're a girl and you're getting rammed.
So you ever see like a gated house, a creepy looking house,
gated where you go with
this? You see vines coming down. What does that tell you? It tells you stay out. That's the use of it.
That's the use of it. I've never. What if you're into butt stuff?
Well, then it just gets in the way, I guess. Or you just don't care, you're breaking in.
You're breaking in it?
You're breaking in it.
I think, I don't know, maybe it does. Like,
people. I imagine these people.
And okay, more important, the spiders out. But the more important question, how do you get rid of it? Manscaped. Every note sponsored. But no. But how do you even get rid of it? Did you wax it? Or and if you do wax it, how? Dude, girls are fucking amazing. You getting wax?
No, I can't.
That area? Bro, so fucking sensitive. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
But then they go back again. And then still, I guess
imagine after a while,
you just like
imagine that first time though.
Oh my god, this is fresh. That's I can't sit.
That's a new level.
Gee. Well, that was for the stupid question.
That's different than breaking the phone. Like I've broken the phone.
Are you turned up? You're thinking about. You're good. We should have stopped about. Dude, we need those questions. They're very important.
Oh man. As always, have a movie or like a series of movies like probably from your childhood like that is the most influential that you like? I don't know. At least for me, I have certain movies throughout my life that are like kind of like landmark movies that like meant this at this time. Do you have anything like that?
Yeah, you can go first. I'll have to think about that. I don't know.
Easily, like the first movie, like I remember. Honestly, it maybe I might remember movies before this barely, but really the first movie I really remember seeing and having a big impact on me was the first Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire one. I was talking about that. You can't explain how, like, when you're a kid, how much something like that means. It's like it's hard to really wrap your mind.
What I remember, like the one thing that comes to my mind when I remember Spider-Man is Spider Cushon, Spider Cushon. Spider Pig, Spider Pig. He can stick on the ceiling.
You remember this? You remember this? Oh my god.
Yeah, the parodies. I think it's the parodies that just hit me. They're just completely south.
Really ruined it.
Go south with the whole movie. You're just like, what? No, but a movie that I remember, and that would be like, I don't know, man. There's so many good movies. So many.
There's not like there's at least when there's like the special ones like oh there's great I've seen great movies but this one like oh.
I think Fantastic Four.
Really?
Yeah, that was one of the first movies that I was like, yo, I want that firepower.
Oh.
I want, like, and have you noticed it's always about flying around with me?
Yeah. Oh, it is. You're right. That's a good point.
Yeah, it's always about flying around with me. Yeah. Maybe I feel toned down somehow.
Yeah. Have you had any more dreams like that? Maybe?
I always have dreams like that. Did I? No, I haven't been sleeping much, so I don't think I've dreamed.
Well, yeah, I'm sure if you give yourself one night to sleep really well all the way through, you'll.
That's probably. And those are the lucid, the one where I realize I'm dreaming, and then I start flying.
Really?
Those are the coolest.
Oh, well,
like people talk about that stuff and like, oh yeah, you can do that, but you really can't. It's like an actual real life thing. You. Oh, the camera was acting weird. I saw this. You see this?
It's tracking your face.
Yeah, it's tracking my face even in this dark. That's fun. Anyways. But yeah, no, dude. It's always about flying with me. I don't know why. Maybe I do. I just ignore it.
That's interesting. You might want to look at
Yeah. No,
see how your things change.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I was saying like this. When people talk about it's lucid dreaming, you can fly around and you're like people think it's a weird thing, but it's actually like I do this.
I've gotten close to it. I've never actually done it fully.
But dude, I don't know why it's one of the coolest things you can do if you control your dream, or at least not completely control to where you're changing the scene by tapping I'm not there. If people are great, good for you. But with me, it's just flying. Like when I realize I'm dreaming, I just start. Like an actual. You know how the one. Okay, so there's one movie scene that just stuck with me, and I think that's one of my favorite movies actually. The movie that just really marked me is what do you call it? Mia names, man. I just blinked. Neo in The Matrix. That scene where he goes, he just charged like he goes down, 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 and then you see the ripples, the reality ripple, and then he takes off and everything explodes around him. That is the coolest thing. The coolest thing. Yeah. That is the coolest thing. Like I want to do this scene where like I think just stand around and go, and then just charge. Boom!
Yeah.
And then just, dude, that would be so. And the way, the Matrix was one of the greatest. Because the way it was flying was so real too because of the cape. Mm-hmm. It was just flying around, just slapping the air everywhere. That was excellent. Yeah, I think the Matrix.
Yeah,
Just for those scenes.
I've never seen it. Yeah.
What?
There's a lot of great movies that have.
What, you haven't seen the Matrix?
There's a lot of movies I've not seen that I know. I've never seen The Godfather.
Are you people hearing this?
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not even from here.
I know.
The Matrix, dude, you gotta watch it. Like, okay, let's do this. I watch one night and you watch the Matrix. At least the first one. The Red Pill, the Blue Pill. This is an iconic movie. Like,
I'm afraid I'll go back and it'll just be super cheesy now.
oh yeah, no. It is cheesy, but at the same time, it's still a great movie. Especially that French guy. I think it's in the second one, maybe the first one, where it started insulting people. Great scene. You just gotta watch.
That reminds me of that movie I was talking about, Roger Dodger.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard, like, I only just found out what the name was.
I think we need that mic stuff.
We can have one mic that we don't mess with.
We gotta pause.
Yeah.
I'll pause.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright, and we're actually back.
Okay, what were you saying?
I forgot.
Something about the Matrix.
The Matrix.
Oh no, I was talking about Roger Dodger. I don't even know who the main actor is. He was great in the movie. You cannot make that movie today. You talk about canceled. Fuck. It's a good movie though. But it's got Jesse Eisenberg in it. That was good. I recommend that. Honestly, I don't know. You should watch One Night first. Still, everyone should watch that. I feel like I was gonna go somewhere with that.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, it was a really good movie.
So, on relationships.
Oh God, here we go. And then we're gonna tie it back into aliens or ghosts or
I
something.
have another interesting question.
Okay.
Sex in public.
What about it?
What about it, actually? Yeah.
Are you asking me something? Or?
Yeah, and that has to be one of the hottest besides society. Besides society telling you not to, expose yourself everywhere. That has to be the hottest thing because it's forbidden.
Yeah. I'm just trying
to process.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. We can't tell
So
each other before.
okay, it depends. It's like
It depends.
yeah, because it's like there's a difference between a Burger King bathroom
No.
and
Or maybe.
being in the woods or being out in the street. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe, but dude, the Burger King bathroom though.
Have a little class. That's all I'm saying.
A whole class? You're just like, yo.
It begs the question.
It begs the
question of what kind of relationship are you into?
Exactly.
Because there's two ways I could go. You're with a whore.
And we're back.
Okay. You're talking about your whores over here.
No. But she's your whore though.
Yeah, if that's what you want, fine. It's just don't expect it to last forever.
What do you mean? But that's the whole point. Like, you get the stories. Something.
Yeah, you get the story. I'm just saying, don't be one of those guys who think it's gonna last forever.
What do you mean not last forever?
Bro, if you're going around banging in Burger Kings
But she's
consistently,
consistently. What are you thinking?
that's not usually. I'm just saying, this is just usually not a sign of stability.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just usually those things don't go hand in. Like how many 25-year-old married people do you know? Would you bet?
Keep it spicy.
Okay, well, I was going to get to that. I'm saying start it off going around doing that. If you go around and you've been married for 20 years and that starts happening, you got a great, fantastic marriage. That's the way. But if it starts out, you're just doing that. Usually, just saying, I don't think that lasts very long.
That's the schedule.
It's very volatile.
Well, you think it's just volatile, and she but it depends on how you groom your relationship. I would say. I don't know. Like I feel like if you're, and that's the whole thing. Like girls we want to have fun too, but girls just want to have fun. Like that's I keep telling myself that, and I think that's the truth. Like, just keep it spicy. Kind of like that.
I think okay. Oh my god.
My name is Taki.
You could throw that in every now and again. I guess you just be careful. I think it's borderline. It's getting weird. It depends on. It depends.
It's getting weird.
If you're in the woods, that's your natural habitat. Like that's where Like,
This is not
we should probably all be,
You're fucking
doing the
weird.
woods, but I don't know. It just gets
I don't think we're
it gets a little
gonna come
sad
back up.
after a
I don't
while.
think we're gonna come back up here.
Girls just want to have. I don't know.
They can hear us in the whole house, dude. I don't think we're coming back up here. I'm so disappointed.
I'm so disappointed. We're not alone, and
That's rough. There's an 11-year-old kid downstairs.
don't go into details. We should have hung up a curtain.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
This is not
I'm
good.
truly sorry.
Well,
Yeah, no, like, okay, I get it. I don't completely disagree, but I truly think it's about how you groom your relationship, because that's you. I strongly feel like you have to keep it spicy.
you do. You're gonna do that within, like. That's the point of relationship. Like, you go from the idea of women in general to this specific woman,
Right.
and so the rest of your life, if you're married, you
Yeah.
develop that particular relationship to that specific person, and so you have to work that on your own.
Yeah, like some kind of kinky stuff. I don't know. I think it has to kind of, in some ways, stay fun, because I don't picture, at least personally, I don't picture myself being in a relationship where it just gets stale. I've been there. It gets stale, missionary, and then
Well, you're talking about
and then
like
you're done with that, or you're just, oh, let's go, it's date night. No, it's
it can get
go
routine,
to Paris
yeah.
time. Well, that's why we're working so hard.
Or even like, if not, I think this is probably the best thing you can do is, like, on a small scale every day, but at least once a week, have a real, like, check-in and actually talk to the person, not just as, like, what?
You're just like, yes, let's develop our relationship.
No, like, you actually just, like, if you think about when you first meet someone, if you're
talk a lot.
if you're being earnest,
Yeah.
and you don't know who this person is,
Yeah, you're trying to
so
know
you're
them.
approaching them, like, really openly. And I think over time you get comfortable and you assume, like, oh, I know this person, and yeah, you do. But I think every now and again it's good to act as if, like, you're just
know.
open to this person. You're just another person. You're just two people together, and
Right, yeah, it's
and
a
you
whole
forget
other
that.
human being whose life is as complex as yours.
And it's like, even though their life is a part of yours now, and vice versa, like, they still have their whole inner world that you have to kind of grapple with. That's something I wrote down actually for today. It was like,
Oh, yeah?
so something I keep thinking about is, like, you can never fully experience someone's inner world, right? You can never know what it's like to be them, to experience their emotions
Oh,
as they
yeah.
do. The closest thing, and it's really beautiful, is that you can the next best thing you can do is share your life with them, and really and honestly relate. That's one thing that's really cool about being with someone, is, like, you don't really get that anywhere else in life. And if you think about, like, friends, parents, just people you come across in your daily life, like, you never really know what it's like to be them. Like, you can try and empathize, but there's always going to be that gap, and the closest way you can come to bridging that is by being in a
Yeah, even when the relationship ends, because then there's this saying, and that's one of the things I wrote too. There's this saying, like, it sounds so cliche. Oh, it's not you, it's me. Like, people have so many different opinions. I've heard, like, oh, well, it's not you, and it's me. And when you say that, you're just not ballsy enough to just tell them, like, hey, listen, I just don't like you.
well,
Yeah,
and
like,
that
I just don't like it just because you don't want to hurt their feelings. And so you rather lie and let them down easy, instead of saying, oh, hey, this is what you're doing that's not, that I can't cope with, or that I don't see myself tolerating from the rest of my life. So I think that's why we're not going to work out. And maybe you tell them that, and they end up, moving around, leaving, or maybe changing. But my whole idea about changing is you should never change for, bless you.
Hey.
You should never change for someone.
No,
But at the
you
same time,
shouldn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's that thing that you just said. Like, look, you have to check in with that person, with your person. You have to check in with your human, even if it's been 25 years oh, it's been 30 years, it's been 2 months, you have to check in with your human. Once that butterfly honeymoon, period has passed by, you have to check in with your human and to just, assess your relationship. Like, hey, are we, going in the right direction? And then go fucking about it.
And that's the thing. Well, there's two sides of it, right? There's like that fun, like just fun side of it, but there's like the work of it too. And I kind of see like two different kinds of relationships. There's one where you just approach it really, like flippantly, like just whatever happens, and like, oh, this person's cool to me right now, but as soon as they're not, like, I'm out, kind of thing. And then there's one where it's like you're really open and honest about who you are and what you want, and you actually take the time to invest, to listen to this other person and get a sense of who they are, and not try and control or change that, but find, that's what a relationship is.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, don't change yourself. I think we all have core values that you should never cross, like for anybody, because then you're violating yourself. But I think you are supposed to adapt to being with someone, like on a smaller scale, like just, you don't cross those few, deep values. You never do that. But within those boundaries, there's room to accommodate someone else, I think.
Yeah, big time. Because, you're deluding yourself in thinking like you're going to find that one person that's going to be, maybe you are. I'm not saying anybody should lower their standards by any means. Maybe you are going to find that person that's exactly who you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just keep in mind that, like, people are as complex as you are.
Mm-hmm.
And finding out of 7-8 billion people close to now, finding one person that's exactly who you want, you probably might find that person, but the chances around, like, you being next to that person, they might be on the other side of the planet, or in Antarctica, freezing their toes off.
I think it gets a little egotistical at a certain point. It's like, you wouldn't want to date someone who has all the same interests as you, same likes, dislikes, same opinions, because then you're dating yourself.
That's true, but maybe you do want to date yourself.
Some people want that. I don't want that.
I just had to stupid. Okay, so would you date someone who with 9 toes?
I'd be curious as to what happened.
I just said that, frostbite.
Oh, frostbite?
And it's the big toe.
It depends on the rest of everything else. Well, lean on me, I guess.
Lean on me. Oh, fuck.
But you're saying trying to find this person that you have in mind is like, I think we all have things we look for, of course, but at the end of the day, it's like, there's like a part of discovery, I think. Like, you find out more and more as you go along, being with them, who this person is, and that, it means you don't get to have as much control as you think you do, though.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Which we don't anyway.
We really don't. Like, there's no. You really don't. As much as you want to have control of the things, all we're doing as humans is just reacting.
Yeah.
We try to proactively move. Because we have the capacity to think about what will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about a gazelle, or is that how you say it here?
Gazelle? Yeah.
Think about a gazelle being chased by a lion.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen them move?
Yeah.
Bro, why they go straight, hard right? And you see that lion or that cheetah just keep straight, like, wait, I was supposed to go with you.
Yeah, I was supposed to.
Or you see them like Zeus when he was a puppy.
Your dog.
That's my dog.
Mm-hmm.
When he was a puppy, nobody taught him that, but it broke my ankles a few times. And you go like it would come in front of you 1, 2.
You do that juke move on you.
1, 2. I'm like, yo, hold on, but who taught him that?
Instinct.
Yeah, instinct.
Yeah.
So like, but he's most of the time he's just reacting to stuff. You know, just because you want to escape, you know that if you fake a left, you and then you go right, this guy's not gonna catch you, and that's what you're trying to avoid because you're just thinking about how the other person or the world around you is moving.
Yeah, I think you're hitting on it. It's like we're so oblivious to so much, not just about the world, but like about ourselves. There's so much about your own self you're not even aware is there, and that deeper part of you is really what's driving you. I think all you really get to do is you get to ride that wave and you get to slightly steer the ship here and there, and you can make some better decisions that'll along that ride be a smoother ride, or you could go against it and make it hell for yourself. And so but it's kind of freeing because it's like it's not too deterministic. It's not like you have no free will, but it's not narcissistic in the sense that you're like, I'm a god, I can do anything I want and I'm in control of all. It's like, no, that makes you super susceptible too if you think that.
Bro, and yeah, let's touch on that. Like, you know how we talk about how we just upset all the fucking time or anything was set up?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've came to the conclusion or the realization, like, maybe, I don't know for you, and maybe I'm calling you out, and if yes, sure. For me, at least, it's because my life, I felt for a long time, like my life wasn't going the way I wanted to go, and I was upset about that. So anything that would come around and interact with me, that was just a representation of my life not going the way I wanted to be, would just set me off. And I realized that during this week, and I was like, yo, dude, get over yourself. Like, seriously, get over yourself. Like, you have no control over this shit. No fucking control. Because I was driving this morning and, like, I saw someone who got rear-ended. No control.
Just that, yeah.
As much as you can drive, like that's another thing. Sometimes, as much as you're one of the best drivers out there, there's still people around, and I hope to God, to everything that I never, get hit. But shush,
Yeah.
You have no control, but I don't know. Maybe do you think that's what's going on?
That we have no control?
No, that because of your situation or how you expected your life to go, or the things you wanted to accomplish that you haven't yet, because you haven't achieved those and you're still in that shitty place, quote unquote. That's why you're mad.
I think, well, and I'm not near as mad as I used to be in the past.
Yeah.
I always say, like, anger is useful. My little phrase is keep a little bit of fuck you in the tank because it's useful. I think where I'm at right now is partly it's sorting out mistakes from my past, because I have a real tendency to look back, and a part of me has a hard time understanding why certain things, and I tend to place more blame on myself, I think, than I should in certain areas, and not accept responsibility in others. So it's a matter of sorting that out. But I'm at a place right now where I'm trying to accept things as they are first, and just allow whatever is to be. And then once I realize, like, okay, this is what it is, not what I want it to be, then accepting, like, okay, well, if you want it to be this, here's what you have to do. Like, you have to pay your dues for those things. And I mean, you can't make any change in your life unless you first accept that there is something that needs to be changed. Yeah. And so I'm kind of like rambling a little bit, but no, it's a struggle, but I'm figuring it out, and it's exciting along the way. Oh, yeah. Like, I didn't guess we'd be doing this. Even if, just doing this, just you and I, this is great. This is good stuff. And so I hope bigger things come of it, because I know there's potential, and I'd hate to see that wasted.
Yeah,
But
wasted too much on that shit.
it kills you. I laid in bed at night thinking about that, like what could be, and it's like, what am I not doing?
Bro, for the decision I made this week about doing this, some of the things that I think would just get me where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why you imbecile haven't you? It's like, okay, this idea of talking to your higher self, but what about you talking to your lower self too? Trying to give advice to your lower self. You tell them like, yo, if there's a opportunities on alternate reality or different path, different decision links you to different path, but we all related somehow, or we can all connect somehow. I would want to tell my younger self, like, look, just go for it, dude. Just go for it. You have so little control over life that there's no point in you worrying about what will happen if you're doing or not.
You owe it to yourself and to other people, I think, to do that thing, whatever it is. I used to be kind of down on myself and like, what am I contributing? Like, who cares kind of thing? Yeah. But then you stop and think about it, like the movies that have affected me. Like, dude, those are major things in my life that mean so much to me emotionally. And then it becomes like, okay, if that's how that affected me, I'm in a similar business. How can I then emotionally reach out to other people?
Exactly.
And it sounds cliche if I reach one person, but it's like, really, if one person were to view my work and be like, man, you hit me like in a way no one's hit me, that'd mean the world to me. It would be amazing.
That's the goal. That's why, like, I was watching something and it was about Boys to Men. Those guys have been out there for like 20,
been out there forever.
Yeah, 30 years.
30 years now, I think.
So a guy asked him, like, why are you still doing this? Like, what keeps you going? Like, it's been that long. And he goes, it's just the people who reach out and tell us, like, yo, you changed my life when I was in the hospital. You changed my life. You pushed me to do this, or we made kids to your son. Like, might as well help you make some more.
And I think what you're hitting at is a more like fundamental thing, because really at the end of the day, like, you can boil everything down to this. I don't think you always need to. There are higher reasons for wanting to do things, but a lot of things like really Freudian. But what you're looking for then is like community.
Yeah.
That's the deepest thing. My dream. Remember when we asked each other if money weren't an issue, how would you set up your life? We had, minus a couple of just nuanced details, we had the same answer, and it revolved around community. And
community around yourself. Yep.
You want to, at least for me, I want to have just a small group of people who dig my work and I can give to them freely.
Yeah.
And we support each other kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like being a part of something like that that mean the absolute world to me.
Let's take a hard left.
Here we go.
Did you know that vampires...
So it's vampires this week, okay?
Okay, yeah. Did you know that vampires, right, actually have a reflection in mirrors? Let me explain. So I saw a TikTok. So I don't know if it was a TikTok or I was just listening to another podcast, but I saw somewhere, right, that... It's still going nice. I saw somewhere that vampires actually have a reflection. It's just because back in the old days, right, mirrors were made of silver. And because it was silver that created that reflection, that's why, that was reflecting everything. That's why they couldn't see themselves, because,
silver.
They don't
I thought that
mix.
wasn't that with werewolves though? Was it vampires too?
Yeah, I think it's vampires too.
The mirrors were made out of garlic.
Garlic too.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, but they do have a reflection, but they just, movies just run with it.
Huh.
Or maybe I'm completely wrong.
Well, if you had to be like a movie monster like that, like werewolf, vampire, zombie,
Vampire.
Yeah, me too.
Vampire.
That'd be freaking cool, man.
Vampire. Because first of all, they can fly. They turn into bats. I don't
You're
fuck
instantly
with that.
sexy.
Like, what's funny is that there's a bat right there in the epoxy.
Oh, I was about to be, what the fuck?
But no, turning into a bat, I don't know about that, but just being a vampire, dude, like how long a life you would leave, even though you have to suck people. There's ways around that.
There's ways around
I think CSL plasma. It's for
You go to
vampires.
CSL for your weekly pickup. Hey,
It's for-
Sherry, thanks.
Like, I think that business is owned by vampires.
Vampires.
There's no fucking way. There's
And
no
Mattress
way.
Firm is a front for a drug ring.
There's no way people are giving so much blood and getting paid hundreds of thousands of
No.
dollars every week.
Bro, now you just made
And
vampires
one,
real.
like a few people are getting hurt, and how much blood is getting transferred to people these days? I mean, that's because I'm not in the hospital industry.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who need blood.
There are a lot of people who need blood.
That's a
But,
lot of blood in you.
Where is all that blood, the rest of it going? Do you like store it and it's just like, oh, it expired, I guess I'm gonna throw it away. Oh, you're a vampire, here you go.
least
I think
that.
it's a front. I don't know. I
It's
don't
a
know
front.
conspiracy theories much, but I think it's a front, man. It's just hundreds of thousands of dollars giving out to people giving blood at CSL plasma.
You made me think.
What? What? Dude,
A lot of blood out there, man.
there's a lot of blood out there. That's not
You need it. I don't know. I don't worry about that too much.
That's the point. That's what
There needs to be, like, people need to bring vampires back.
I'm
There needs to
telling
be
you,
some good, really good. I feel like
Yo.
vampires have just not been done well in a long time.
I'm telling you, in that show that I'm working on, that I'm about to start working on, the game that I'm about to start working on,
Mm-hmm.
I'm creating this whole world. Yo, it's gonna be fucking insane if I
can't
can
wait.
make that. Dude, it's going to be insane.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I hope so. And I'm not gonna hype it too much and then it becomes like crap.
Yeah, just
But
yeah.
just a little bit. Just a
Updates
little
as you go.
bit. But yeah, no, vampires, man.
I always thought vampires were cool,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just haven't
So
seen
would
any
you,
good ones lately.
like, okay, so I guess that would be the last question because I think that's good. But would you, if you were turning into a vampire, first of all, how would you feel about watching all the people that you love die?
That'd be brutal. Well, it depends. Like, when you become a vampire, do you automatically become kind of a monster, like detached from humanity, or are you just basically a human with these powers?
That's the first question. The second question will be, how you gonna feel, how you're gonna react watching people die, the people you love die. The third one is how would you deal with the blood situation? You set up a business, CSL.
This is set up a business. It depends. Like, well, the first answer or first question ties into the next. So say your humanity kind of gets stripped away for the most part. So you're kind of human, but you're monster too. I honestly, I'd try and keep them alive. I'd try at least that. I think. I'd probably be jacking some girls though, like straight up. Like I'd just be like. Because that's part of being a vampire. Like, you're sexy, you suck blood, you can fly.
sexy,
Like,
you
what,
suck
do you
blood.
know, what else do you need? So if you're not utilizing that, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. What was the whole
Run a CSL plasma. You're kidding me. He's a nice doctor vampire. Dr. Acula. It's from, what's his name? Steve. Oh, God, what's his last name? Oh, no, he's a comedian. Oh. Stephen Wright. That's his name.
Right. He's right.
It's like my doctor, Dr. Acula.
That's funny. Oh, your name is Acula? Yeah, Dr. Acula. Wait, that's...
Left the doctor. I'm anemic now.
Are you a vampire?
What would you do? How would you get your blood? I just have like a harem. That's what I would do.
Then you have a hand. Oh, okay. I see you.
That's pretty dark. But
He's like, well, I'm not gonna die. What you gonna do? I don't know. So I've watched so many of these, like Supernatural, Twilight, that Vampire Diaries. Like, yo, I was into watching all of these stuff. So I've seen so many things like you're a dumbass. Why are you chasing that one girl when you know she's gonna you're trying to turn her into? But that's the love story. Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, no, I think, and that's what I tell myself until I become a vampire and then I fuck around all the time. But no, I think I would just first of all like watching my family pass. I don't think it would affect me that much because if I know they're gonna pass, I'm gonna watch them pass anyway, unless somebody use a stick, a wood stick, and then
Kills you.
kills me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a year to do something so extraordinary that I can make so much money, and then I'm going to leave and do everything I can to make them so happy, to make them have such a great life, create so many memories with them that when the day they pass is gonna be a celebration.
That's good. Well, that means you have your humanity still, though.
Yeah.
So answer to the monster version.
Oh, the monster is like the monster version.
I like that though.
The monster version. No, I'm just fucking around.
Okay. My humanity would be.
No, I'd be just the worst. I'd be the worst. I would die fast because
You
I
would
would
die fast?
Yeah, I wouldn't be smart about this. I would just do so much things that would be fucked up. No, but maybe not.
I don't know. I would have to get really. I'd feel like a freak at first if my humanity were still. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe like this is freaking cool.
No. You just walk up to the building.
You just do whatever you want. Just walk up in a club.
I'm a vampire.
I don't even go to clubs. Like I don't know what I'm saying.
You're a
vampire.
monster of the night. You just walk up to a girl like, I'm a vampire. Just like, what? Like, I'm a vampire. Like, look, I'm an actual vampire.
Yeah, fangs. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you just.
I did have a vampire dream recently, actually.
You did?
Yeah. Very brief. It wasn't even really a vampire. I just had the fangs. Like,
You just walk up to me.
they were like, put them in. But that'd be, yeah. You dress in all black. If you
I
get
already
angry, it'd be crazy. If you get angry, you have shark eyes. That'd be cool. They go all black eyes. That's cool. Would you want like your fangs to be like retractable, like they could grow or shrink?
Of
That'd be
course.
cool. That'd be
But
cool.
yeah, no, that's what I do. I just walk up to them like, yo, I'm a vampire. Let me teleport you to, because vampires, no, they don't teleport. They fly, or they fly, and they're really strong. So, okay, I would do the same thing in Twilight. That is Twilight. Like,
You mess with a high school girl?
no.
Could you really stop and think about that, dude?
Become a pedophile.
I'm not.
But
I ain't doing that now. I'm nowhere near 100.
Like, yo, no.
Be a pedophile.
What would you do if you're a vampire?
You
Be a pedophile.
You can't say that word. Not on YouTube.
No, shit. No. Yeah, we didn't say that.
You can't be a
But no, yeah, I would
party
just.
clown.
I think. I would create I would just manipulate people into the
Oh, yeah, you got the stare
power.
thing,
The
yeah.
stare thing, like, you're going to fuck me. and then go have my way and then move on. Like,
The guy's so nerdy that even when he's a vampire
It's like-
and he gives that look, she's still like, nah. I'm not doing
it's
it.
like, what? No, you
Get outta
felt
here.
that. No. Like,
Should you start like an army or a cult? Kind of feel like
that's
you
the
have
mistake
to.
they all make.
Yeah, then you get killed.
Yeah, because you have that one guy that's gonna sleep up, and then you
should pull
get
it.
attracted right back to you, and then you're just like, oh, I got stabbed. It was your fault, you dumbass.
You should pull it Great Gatsby style. Like you just be like this figurehead who has, throws all these parties, crazy stuff, but no one knows you're a vampire. Mm-hmm. Like no one really knew who Gatsby was. No one knows you're a vampire. I don't know, something like that. So it's boring though because you'd be the only vampire that you knew unless you knew it like one
And then
close
you get
other.
lonely, and then blah blah blah.
It would suck.
And no, but if we're going back to the nice the nice vampire thing. Yeah, set up the family, have so many memories with them, and then work towards, solving the many problems of this earth. Like, are we gonna go to Mars? No, shit. Yeah, you guys work on going to Mars. I'm gonna work on fixing the planet right now.
Yeah, you don't even need to sleep.
Like show up at people's house, like, yo.
Or do vampires sleep?
Yeah,
They sleep upside down, I think.
Yeah, sleep upside down, but like, I show up at people's like, hey, you're buying solar today.
You're buying solar. Buying sexy solar today.
I know that sexy solar
God.
We're today.
Hold on.
Yeah, we gotta go. Wait.
I feel like there's something we're missing. Is there something we're missing?
I don't think so.
No?
There we go.
Anything you want to plug?
Your ad? No, today.
Nothing?
I don't got anything.
All right.
No, your ad. James Evans?
James Evans Art, yeah. I'm working on getting a website together where you can buy prints and actually some t-shirts too. I'll throw some artwork on some t-shirts.
Yeah,
So
you should have your t-shirt at the bottom.
yeah, we'll link something like
some
that.
money.
It's gonna be a minute before that's up, but yep. All right, bye guys.
See ya.
Yeah, we got a party. Hush, hush. What time is it? Oh. Who? Oh, it's 12:28. Shit. By the way, if you don't think we're trying to, I don't know, maybe.